Well, first up is this weekend's opponent has been kind of struggling. Sometimes kind of dangerous teams to play. A team that's kind of looking to snap out of because you guys were in that shoes a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I watched them on tape. They, obviously they snake bit a little bit in terms of situation. They had they had a lead at Colgate from the game I'm watching. That in terms of control, a couple balances didn't go their way, and all of a sudden it's a loss. But certainly know that feeling. But obviously, look at the whole season here. They went into Michigan and beat Michigan, so very capable in terms of that. Very dangerous team in terms of it. Very good at home. They have great fan support. So we're looking forward to a great environment. I heard it's sold out. We have a large alumni contingent coming, so it's should be an exciting place to play. Should be a real good game in terms of two teams going at it here. That it's a competitive game.
This is one of those teams that could maybe someday be like a good non-conference rivalry play, like kind of on a yearly basis since they're so close. And it seemed like them and Niagara are two teams that possibly could be good.
Yeah, really, very much so. Their teams that really put good product on the ice every year, and they're competitive, and they they're just in state and great areas for us in terms of where our alumni base is and that. So it's obviously looking forward. We do have them on the schedule here, for next few years. Got home and homes going on. They're back in our bar next year. Then we're back there the year after to play one to open up the new building and one at Niagara, back and forth with St. Lawrence. So it should be good over the next 2 or 3 years playing these guys be first of many.
That's kind of a weird stretch coming up where you guys have like 5 of your next 8 games or non-conference games. And one's with St. Lawrence, obviously, but does it seem kind of weird when you get conference play started to be back at a stretch like this where you played a lot of games that week?
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird, is it? But I mean, it's a situation where teams take some breaks here over Thanksgiving, and then all of a sudden into we're heading into New Year pretty quick. The first half will be over here before you know it. So it's a stretch here that's important for us, and in terms of finishing off the first half on a good note. Continue ECAC play there to hopefully continue to get points every weekend. It's important in the league to do that. So got some tough games coming forward, starting with this Friday here to set ourselves up here for the second half.
One thing I was curious about too was Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing? Is the team going to have any kind of? I know you'd be traveling. Are you guys going to have any kind of event for that? Or
what we do is we do occasional meals with our booster club there. So we'll practice here in the morning, and then 4 or 5 guys will go to 4 or 5 different homes. Spend Thanksgiving lunch in early afternoon with them and their families. The Grace just open up their doors to us, so we'll get a chance to do that. And then they'll come back here by 2 o'clock, load up the bus, and on our way to Rochester we go. So we're hoping. I know that when we originally talked with Wayne at RIT and all that, we're hoping this to be a Saturday game. So just extended the week, give you a chance maybe to enjoy Thanksgiving a little bit more with their families and all that. But it didn't work out. They got a tournament going on there, and the facility is better set for Friday for their venue. So it worked out to be Friday instead of Saturday.
Last thing I was going to ask you about I was just looking at some stats, and I saw that Boca's got some pretty good numbers for you guys. He's leading the team in block shots, and he's one of the top guys in plus minus. So I was just wondering how you've seen him kind of develop from like when you first got here last year to now as a defenseman.
Yeah, he just continues to get bigger and stronger, and he's physical, and he's playing with some jams. So situations led into that in terms of situation. I think I still think it's the best hockey. He's ahead of him here in terms of it. His big thing is he's moving his feet now in terms of it, getting the points, and he's being more and more difficult to play against. So, from that perspective, I think there's been progress.
Is it good too to have a guy like him? He seems like he's willing sometimes to get in the fray if somebody else is, I'm sure you'd rather have him get tussles than some of the smaller guys. Is it good to have a guy like that though that kind of looks out for the teammates and doesn't let people push people around out there and stuff like that?
Yeah, the one thing about Alex is no matter what rink we go in, on the road, at home, or whatever the situation is, he's ready for battle and he's going in. He looks out for guys. No questions asked. He's a tough competitor, and it's. I know some people talk about he plays on that edge, which is as a coach you like to have to tone someone down versus trying to convince someone to play hard and get after it. So preferably those are the type of guys you get. He certainly brings his game to it, and he's evolving with his game in terms of finer points, in terms of moving pucks and bringing guys to him and exiting the zone and stuff like that. Where I think there's been progress in terms of that, and that's probably where he can still make have some growth. But obviously his compete level's at a high level for us, and he brings his effort every day in practice.